It's time for some Masterpiece of the Week.
She said, list this.
That's true.
What's happening, fellas?
Hey, Reggie.
Let's do
When
some
did you
Masterpiece
get
of the
here?
Week.
Hey, Reggie.
Just pulled in
Cool.
a few minutes ago.
What's your thoughts?
When are you going to...
Yeah.
On what?
No, but
Just
what are
in
your
general?
thoughts? Yeah.
What are my thoughts? I really need to use the restroom.
Okay.
Number
and
one or number two?
I should have
Just go,
won.
man.
I should have went before this segment. I realized too late that I was in this place. And nobody cares about what I'm saying because it's
Yeah.
time for Masterpiece of the Week where
You
we
did get
revisit some of
distracted,
the funny, stupid, or odd things that we've said over the last few weeks or over the last week on the KNC Masterpiece. I actually was earlier going back and listening to last week's, and it was incredible.
Oh, yeah.
It's all, y'all gave
Peyton set a high bar.
y'all gave a lot of effort in a way that, you know, I don't
the
necessarily
week
always get
before
when
I
I'm
was
here.
pissed.
We
I
do
didn't put in
things.
any effort.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Today,
Let's
I
see
got
if we can do a little bit more there. Would anybody like to volunteer to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh, well, look at that. Well, Kevin had an inquiry. It was very important.
Man, is that good for my junk?
Is it?
Peppermint oil?
What
No.
is it?
That's what I'm trying to think. Was that what it was?
Did it concern your lover?
No.
Okay.
I guess I could ask her. That's probably a weird question while she's at school, though,
What
right?
ticks you off more when we call your wife your lover or when people call you Kevy or Kev?
Kev, I hate that. Just by the way, if we ever meet in real life, please don't call
You know
me.
what's going to happen now, right?
I know.
Okay.
I know. I really don't like that.
You were talking about laptops on your lap.
Oh, yes, that's right. Because you put your laptop in your lap and sometimes like it heats up or whatever, but I just also wonder, all that technology right by your junk's probably not great.
Why?
I don't know, because microchips and stuff.
You work in radio.
I don't know how any of this works, though. If you ask me to run the board or fix things up and they're like, hey, we can't get the ISDN, and I'm like, well,
We literally have
Show's
radio waves
Yeah.
emitting from this building.
I don't think
Oh.
I don't think they emit from here.
Yeah, they do.
from the tower.
There's a dish on
Cory,
top of the
Cory
roof.
would know.
Oh, Tim's coming up to tell us how it works.
Oh, well, yeah, would we like? Oh, he's
No.
not. He
He's
did
got
it.
stuff to
He
do.
had it right. That's unfortunate.
Maybe he's going to the restroom.
Maybe. I don't know. Is this related, Cory?
Stay focused, Reggie!
I am. That was my segue. Cory, you think this is related at all?
Oh my God! Look at how intimidating they are. They're all the freaking same size. That's all, and that's just their receivers,
Right.
You know. And now you got to think about, okay, how am I beating this guy? How am I beating that guy?
What?
You have to defeat the
So it'll
opponent.
be too relaxed come game time.
Is it weird? I always tell my kids to say difficult.
Instead of hard.
And Avery's now at an age where whenever somebody says that, he laughs because I say difficult, and then he starts to giggle about it because he realizes the reason I say that now.
Man, my son has started to do that in another passive-aggressive way where I laugh at something and he'll look over and he goes, why is that funny? And I was like, oh, no reason.
Like a pickle thing.
Yeah. Nah, don't say what you've been saying all day, Mike.
Oh, well, this is actually an underrepresented Mike week.
Oh.
So, do we want to save
He
that?
was so good this week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Do we want to save that, or do we want to go ahead and
No,
dig
play
into
it.
that right
Play
now?
it.
Can't say anything.
All right, it wasn't Mike by himself. Cory had a little bit of an alley-oop as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
didn't
I
Jeff
remember him.
love butt for
Yeah.
a long time?
Yep.
Maybe still from the things I've heard.
I don't know if
We'll
he
have
can
to
still,
ask him
I don't
tomorrow.
know if he can still catch or if he can play as well as he was when he was in Michigan. But yeah,
you said it
like
again.
Jeff was all about butt.
What are you doing right now?
And
so
Pitts.
probably more concerning.
More butt than Pitts, though, right?
Well, he's into Pitts now.
Oh my God. Probably more concerning
He
than
is.
I know.
That was like, he was like, oh man, he's like as good as Rice.
That was good analysis.
Golly. Oh my-
We were legitimately having a tight end discussion there, Kevin.
Yeah.
And you like lost your damn mind
Yeah. Why did Jerry Rice come up then?
because that's what they were comparing Pitts to, the greatest receiver ever.
All right. That might be Bobo.
Is there a person attracted to Pitts?
Probably.
Here they come on the fan text. I'm sure that's going to happen very
Yeah.
quickly. 877-881-1053 is the Autoflex Leasing fan
Why
text.
can't 13-year-old boys smell their pits?
God, what? Am I
They
supposed to do
smell
with
awful.
that?
They smell awful.
Especially when they try and put the Axe spray on it. Oh, it only
Oh.
makes it worse. You guys have all done a great job contributing this. Let's move on to the KNC Masterpiece, or move on from the KNC Masterpiece. Let's get some Sean and RJ in here, except Sean wasn't in this week. So Kevin Gray added to this week's Masterpiece of the Week.
That is massive. That thing is massive. How do you carry that thing in your pocket?
Woo! First of all, it shouldn't be in your pocket.
The phone?
You're wearing pants wrong.
No, they were talking about a phone.
Oh.
Yeah, they were talking because Choppy
My
has
mistake.
an enormous phone now. He's got one of those Androids that just like is basically a tablet. And he was like, I'm carrying it around in my pocket.
Have you seen Boban hold an iPad and it looks like a phone? It's amazing. Sports.
But still, you probably
Good for
shouldn't
Kevin
carry.
Gray.
If you're worried about
I'm
putting
gonna
your
start a
laptop
pants.
on your junk, are you worried about your phone being next to your junk?
That's a good point.
I'm going to start a new pant that has a pocket for your junk.
I think that's a great idea.
Is there underwear that already does have that?
I don't know.
I have double protection.
Ooh.
Twice as good.
Or no protection?
Don't forget,
because you have two,
KG
you
wasn't
have
on
none.
that show alone. RJ Choppy decided to weigh in because English is hard.
I love villains. He is going to be villainated. Villainated? That's not a word.
Villainized? Is that what he was going
Is
for?
villainized a word?
Yes.
I don't know.
Vanilla's a word.
Can you be vanilladized? I don't think I said that right.
Not sure.
Vanilla-ized.
Spell villainized.
VILLAINIZED.
Got him.
It's pretty good.
Fantastic. Looks like we're all good
How did
at
you
words.
lose that spelling bee in
Man,
second
that's
grade?
a great question. I
Everybody
still think
cheered
about
about.
that. Everybody in the class, Reggie, cheered when I lost the spelling bee.
Yeah, you're that type of person. You give off that type of energy.
I could see that. I am easily dislikable.
But he didn't understand at the time that he was that person. At the time, he was still like, I'm just like all the other human boys.
That was Bryson DeChambeau. I didn't realize that everybody disliked me.
That is such a good analog. All right, Cory
What?
Corey don't know how to talk sometimes.
We hit people good to being, okay, you know
Even
what?
I know that's well.
That is so quality when Mike comes in to correct you and save the day. Man, that might be my new favorite.
It was intentional, and
Was
Mike
it?
was like, no.
It's not the way it sounds.
We're
in Mike
correcting.
in this clip right here.
Vilified is the word. Thank you, Fantext, for proving that we're all stupid.
I spelled that word right though.
If it is in fact a word.
Villainize is a word based on Google.
Somebody goes, hold on, are you saying vanilla iced? No. You try to respond to someone's question and you could just go doom 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 doom. That's
He
not
redoes
really-
houses in the Miami area.
He does. He
Did
has
you
a
want him to
television
redo
show.
your house?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Every time he does that, I'm like, this isn't good. I'm like, you watch those. I like those home improvement shows. My wife hates me watching them because then I think of what needs to be done in our
Right,
house. But
yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
Hold on, do you try to fix your house like you
No.
try to fix the Mavericks?
Hey, let's spend money on
But then I'm
having
like,
somebody come
oh
do
man,
this.
our porch is like a little. Our porch needs to get fixed, or we need to do this or do that. Not that I'm going to do it, but we should hire somebody. But if she ever said, hey, what do you think of what Vanilla Ice did? I'm like, no, I don't want him to do it because he does some crazy stuff that I don't think is nice or gives you good resale value.
You know those shows where the like a wife will go out of town and then the show comes in and like completely renovates the
Yes.
garage or whatever. Is it sad that every time I get home from like Oxnard or Arizona, I am a little upset that my wife didn't have somebody come through and fix the garage?
See, and your wife is enough
Or the
of
patio.
a go-getter that I feel like she would do that.
But I've never said that that's what I want. She was like, "How would I know that you want that?" I'm like, "I just feel like you should just know."
If she really knew you, though, she would know.
Do we really even know anybody?
Wow. That's
You just
tough.
put in a lot of time. You don't want to meet new people.
Just there.
yeah.
Yeah, Corey's not really fond of meeting any new people or animals.
Yeah.
Go away, bear.
Play that again.
Poop.
Yeah.
Go away, bear. Why did I say poop?
I don't know. Why did you say that?
We were fired up about it, though.
That's the line from what's her name in How I Met Your Mother. She watched Star Wars and she was like, and then this bear comes in and he's like,
yeah.
I'm a bear, and they're like, you talking about Chewbacca? So that's a
What?
Probably talking about Widget.
the Chewbacca family.
More Corey stuff.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I'd see it. And they did it by themselves in the woods. That's how I feel it is.
That last part was weird.
It's all weird. None of it makes sense. Would you like to vote now?
I want to vote
God.
for Mike with the grammatical correction on the good and well situation with Cory.
We hit people good. To being okay. You know
Even
what?
I know that's well.
He came in so
I
confident.
know,
too.
he did.
He was so excited.
Yep. I know well and good.
Voting
They
for.
both mean the exact same thing, except some English person decided to really screw it up for us.
Oh,
Isn't there
here-
something
here he
between
comes.
done and finished? Like a cake is done.
Oh, yeah.
A human is finished.
Probably used to know that.
Yeah, it's like you've done the race.
I'm voting for the pits. I'm voting for pits. And butt. Yeah,
Yes.
didn't
I
Jeff
remember him.
love butt for
Yeah.
a long time?
Yep.
Maybe still from the things I've heard. This is about the football player.
That was definitely about that was a football conversation.
I know.
Reggie.
And other things. I mean, we know Jeff.
Oh my God.
I think
I've
Mike
slept
should
with
vote.
him.
What?
What?
That isn't. Can
I
that be
did.
substantiated?
Jeff literally just gave
I
me
think we
the
have pictures
Yeah,
of it
well,
in
I mean,
Oxnard
Why do you have pictures?
because there weren't enough rooms, and so me and Jeff had to share a bed.
Did you sleep head to toe or?
We slept next to each other, just like two normal people would. Why would you ever? First of all, the blankets don't
2021.
work that way. The covers, the blankets, whatever
You
you
ever
want to
seen
call
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? That
Oh.
whole
Then your
swingers
feet are going to be
grandparents
cold.
couple.
And I would rather sleep next to somebody's head than their feet.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
You would rather have when we go to Oxnard and you guys share a king size
Not
bed,
happening.
and Kevin and Cory, you would rather have Kevin's feet next to your head or his head next to your head?
I'm not answering this question.
You have to.
Sleep
It's
in
the
a-
show.
Sleep in a different bed. That's what's going to happen.
Kevin, would you rather sleep next to Cory's feet or Cory's head?
I think his head. Your genitals are still lined up either way. So.
I do sometimes though
Doesn't
flip
matter.
over and sleep at the other end of the bed
All right.
sometimes.
Now I'm gonna sleep on the floor.
So can you replay all these for me, Reggie? On who to
No,
vote
I
for?
cannot.
no.
Oh, it's time's up. I'm
Yeah,
gonna vote
wait.
for. I'm gonna vote for me.
That's up to you, Reggie.
job,
to figure
Reggie.
it out.
I,
What are you doing right now?
And
So,
Pitts. Yes.
there it is. It's the winner.
and then finally, I'm going to remind everybody that Kevin is really concerned with his man parts.
man, is that good for my junk?
That's
I'll
how we
get
do
back to you
Masterpiece
with
of
my
the Week.
report.